Let's go ahead and get started. I wish I could hear you guys and actually talk to you guys. So I know this is a little bit different than normal regular yoga classes, but we're just going to stretch and move. Please always listen to your body first and foremost. If something I'm telling you to do doesn't feel good, get out of it. Do something that feels good to you. You can just use my words as suggestions and we can just hang out and feel good in our bodies. So, yay! All right, everybody. Let's just go ahead and come to a comfortable seat to start. Again, a comfortable seat. If it's hard for you to feel comfortable sitting here like this, you can always grab a block or booster, bolster, I guess it acts as a booster, or even just like a regular pillow, and that just kind of picks the hips up a little bit, so that way you can really sit up in your spine. And then we'll go ahead and rest our hands onto our thighs, roll our shoulders up, back, and down, so we're kind of gently pulling our elbows together behind our back. Take a deep inhale into the mind and exhale all out and soften. Inhale into the mind. Maybe try and pull in your stomach so that way we're really breathing into our whole upper diaphragm here and the whole lungs. Maybe see if you can pause at the top, seep in a little bit more air, and exhale. Can you push every last bit of breath out? And does it feel comfortable to just sit here? And then inhale, filling up the lungs, taking up even more than you already had before. Pause at the top, sip in a little bit more, and exhale all the way out. Beautiful. Now we'll just go ahead and come back to center. Inhale, lift our arms up overhead, soft shoulders down the back. Exhale, lower your left hand down, reaching your right arm across, looking up at the ceiling underneath that arm if you can. I like to let my hand drop and then really extend out through that elbow. See if you notice a difference in the stretch when that happens. Then you can even kind of grab the back of the neck a little bit and support it and really reach with that elbow. And exhale. Beautiful. Back to center. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes down, left arm over. And then again, you can play with dropping that hand and then really extending through the elbow. Breathe down that left side of the body. Expanding the rib cage with oxygen. And then exhale, back to center. Beautiful. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead once more. And exhale, this time we're going to come into a twist. So reach your right hand to your left knee and your left hand behind you. I let my hips move with my spine. Everything's connected, right? So if I let this right hip move forward and my left hip move back, that actually helps me to get more of a twist throughout my whole spine, versus if I keep my hips straight forward and then I try to twist, this is as far as I can get. We are creating a stretch, more so a twist in the upper thoracic, but I want my whole spine to be involved here. So I'm letting my right hip come forward, left hip pulls back as I twist to look back over my left shoulder. And then exhale, coming back to center. And inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale, twist, left hip comes forward, right hip moves back, rotating through the whole spine. Breathing here. And then when you're ready, again, exhaling back. Beautiful. So then now we're gonna kind of bring some motion more into the hips and the whole body while we're sitting here. You can inhale and just gently bring your body across the front of your legs around to the side, and then as you come back, try and pull your spine back so you're almost like balancing on your tailbone. You're like in that cat pose, and then inhaling to that cow. Again, using your breath, really focusing here. Exhaling to round. And let's go the other direction. And last time, coming back to center. Inhaling up. Nice long spine. Go ahead and gently soften your eyes or close your eyes if that's okay. We'll go ahead and bring our palms together at heart center. Take a deep breath into your palms, lifting your heart. Exhaling, soften your chin. So today's focus is about peace. Cultivating peace within our heart, within our bodies. And when we cultivate peace within ourselves, we actually cultivate peace around us and in the world. If we act as though there's abundance, there will be abundance. If we act as peace, there will be peace. So my favorite Om, or my favorite mantra, is Om Shanti Shanti. And Shanti translates to peace. So if you'd like to join with me in using mantra while we stretch today, I think that just helps to open up our poses a little bit more and give them the intention and help us keep that focus on the intention as we move through each stretch. If you don't feel comfortable saying the mantra, you can just say peace, peace, or whatever you're actually needing in your body or feeling like you want to bring to the world right now. Beautiful. So again, with the eyes closed, one more deep inhale, inhaling peace. Gently let the arms reach up and out as though we are scooping open, allowing peace and light to be poured over us from the universe. We are a vessel, bringing light and unity to the world, raising the vibrations of everyone we meet around us. Breathe in that light, seep it up, up, up. And then exhale as the palms come together. Just go ahead and lowering down into that peaceful position. Just thinking Om Shanti Shanti here. And then we'll inhale up once more, scooping up that love and light and peace. And then this time as you exhale, you can say your mantra, Om Shanti Shanti. Inhaling to scoop all that love and peace and light. Om Shanti Shanti on the way down. Inhaling up, and last time, Om Shanti Shanti. Can you move this mantra into your heart? And pausing here for a moment, what are you grateful for? How can you bring peace into the world? And then one more time, inhale here. Exhaling, Om Shanti Shanti. And then inhaling back up. Beautiful. So now we'll go ahead and come to all fours on our hands and knees. Getting nice and comfortable. We want to make sure that the knees are underneath the hips and the hands are right underneath the shoulders. Always activate your hands, spreading those fingers nice and wide and then clawing the ground as though you're trying to grip the earth back towards your body. With the knees underneath the hips, you can either keep the toes tucked or untucked, that's up to you. But again, every part of our body should be activated here. So I would make sure that you're either pressing into the tops of your feet or into the pads of your feet. So soft elbows as well. We don't want to be locking out and relying on our joints here. We actually want to use our muscles to stay up. So coming to a nice strong tabletop, can you gently pull in your low belly? Can you imagine your back being nice and flat? And then on your next inhale, we'll start by tilting the tailbone up, which causes a reaction of my belly to drop, which then causes a reaction of my heart to pull through my shoulders. And then I don't like to crank my neck back, but I do like to extend and then even look upward as high as you can, up to your eyebrows. And then exhale, starting with that tailbone again. Again, notice how just tucking the tailbone causes everything else to automatically start to ripple and move into that position. So now I'm gazing back at my belly button. Can you maybe see the tops of your cheeks? And then inhale, tailbone lifts. So just like one little micro movement in our body can cause a wave of reactions throughout the rest of our body, so can our small actions throughout the day. Inhaling peace, filling up the heart and the lungs. Exhaling love and light. And then inhaling, coming back to center. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and now take this left leg straight back behind us. Tuck the toes. I guess we can't see that there. You're going to tuck your toes underneath and then gently press your heel towards the ground. If it's too uncomfortable to stay up on your hands, you can always come down to your elbows. But I like to rock back and forth and then even move that foot side to side. You want to break up the fascia that has tightened and shrink wrapped over your muscles and your bones while you slept, while you lifted weights or ran. Nice. And then go ahead and settling back with that heel reaching towards the floor now. Can you inhale, gently lift the back of the leg up just a little bit more. Breathing here. Can you stay active in your hips, pulling the hips apart? What are you letting go? And then exhale, go ahead and bring that knee forward. Then go ahead and take the opposite leg back, tucking those toes and then stretching into the calf. You can even play with trying to get to that IT band and some of the hamstrings. Just see what feels good, even pointing, coming to the top of that foot, and really lifting up through the back of the leg. Beautiful. And we'll go ahead and bring that knee back down. And then just take a couple more cat-cows here on your own. Again, see if you can just let that tailbone initiate all the actions here. Can you let your breath full of peace and love and light be the intention for the actions? And then coming back here, beautiful. Go ahead and now tuck our toes, walk our hands just a little bit more forward, pressing back into a downward dog. I like to keep my knees super duper bent, especially if this is the first down dog of the day. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. So we're just gonna pedal here. Feel into your body. Can you make sure that your shoulders are dropping down your back, your neck is free and long. You can even bend both knees here, push them to one side and then pressing back into your palms. So I'm getting a nice big stretch through the left side of my body here. Inhale to center. Exhale, if it feels good, we can try the other side. Coming back to center once more, paddling those feet. And then with a nice soft bend in the knees, can you just come to center here? We can step the feet just a little bit wider. Take 2 full breaths here. Really gripping into the hands, breathing. One more inhale. Exhale, go ahead and bend the knees. Look at the top of your mat and step all the way to the top. Beautiful. Or if you're on a round mat, there is no top. Awesome. So, welcome to standing. Go ahead and get your wiggles out. Maybe roll your wrists, your ankles, your knees, your shoulders, elbows, your whole spine. And then we'll go ahead and come to center here. Beautiful. Standing nice and strong in mountain pose. Can you really press into your feet? Activate those thighs. So since my knees tend to collapse in towards one another, I don't necessarily roll my thighs in. I don't have trouble with that. I need to actually work on rolling my thighs out. So there is no one proper way to do any pose. Everybody's built differently. You have to find what works for you and your body. So I'm rolling my thighs outwards. Everything's really activated. Stacking. Deep breath into the lungs. Shoulders roll up, back and down once more. Palms face forward. Beautiful. Can you stand in the strength, pressing evenly through both legs? Take in that peace, that light. Beautiful. And then on your next inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up overhead. And then exhale, place your left hand behind your sacrum, palm facing forward. We're going to step the feet a little bit about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider, whatever you're needing in your body. This is going to be pretty heat building right here. So with our right arm up, we're going to inhale and then exhale. I really am pressing into my feet. I'm using that external rotation of my thighs. My hips are pushing outwards and have a nice strong flat back here as I start to fold forward. And then allow your upper back to melt. Inhale, lift the upper back and stay flat here. Keeping the arm extended if that feels okay for you. Okay, sorry about that. Beautiful. So then, again, we're gonna lift up, nice flat back, pull into your hips and your heels. With a flat back, go ahead and come back up to standing. Beautiful. So we're going to do that 3 more times. As we exhale, we're going to say our mantra or your prayer, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then while we're down there, we're also going to say it as well. So inhale, nice and tall. And then exhale, my knees are bending. I'm almost coming into that chair pose, flat back. Om Shanti Shanti. Melting forward. Inhale, lift halfway and hold. And repeat that mantra to yourself. Can you send that mantra to your heart? Exhaling down once more. And then inhale, flat back. Sink into those heels, slowly standing. Beautiful. One more time, inhale. Exhale, Om Shanti Shanti. Allowing that upper thoracic to melt. Inhale, halfway lift. Om Shanti Shanti. You hear it in your heart. Exhaling down. Inhale, halfway lift. Go ahead and stand all the way up. Beautiful. And pause for a moment. Just noticing both sides of your body. Do they feel the same? Do they feel different? Oh, and say hello to Mr. Zepp. He's my co-host. He'll join in quite often. Beautiful. If you feel like that was like a lot and you can't catch your breath, just imagine every time you exhale, send that excess heat and energy down to the ground. Soften. Beautiful. So now let's do the other side. We're going to inhale, lift our left arm up tall. But I'm actually dealing with some rotator stuff. I don't know what's going on. So I'm actually going to put both hands behind my back now. Again, if it feels comfortable for you, you can keep your arm extended or bend, whatever you need. But right palm is behind the sacrum, or opposite palm now. Inhale your left arm up or keep it behind the back. Nice, strong. I'm activating. I'm not just like melting into this. Strong thighs here, strong hips. Inhale, exhale. Just saying this mantra to ourselves here in this moment, allowing the thoracic to melt. Inhale, halfway lift. Use the strength of your legs, not your back. Saying the mantra in your heart. Exhaling forward. Inhale, sink into those heels all the way up to standing. And then exhale, Om Shanti, Shanti. Melting forward. Inhale, lifting up. Oh, I went too fast, that's okay. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, sinking down. Om Shanti, Shanti. Melting, inhale to halfway lift. Breathe in that mantra, that prayer into your heart, into your mind, into your soul. Exhale, melt once more. This is it. Inhale, coming back into those heels, flat back, standing tall. Relaxing here for a moment, taking a breath. Beautiful. So now again, coming to the top of your mat, let's go ahead and get nice and tall in our mountain pose here. And then bringing our weight into our right leg, we'll go ahead and just play with lifting this left knee up. Can you point, flex that foot? And then we're going to step it right back into Warrior One. So I have my back heel is all the way down. I'm pressing into the outer edge of that back foot. I don't want that to happen. And my toes are at like a 45-degree angle. And then my hips are facing straight forward. That's the back view. Beautiful. So here, we're gonna inhale, straighten that front leg and bring our palms together. I like to lean back a little bit here. And then as we exhale, we're gonna come forward, saying that mantra just in our heart. And then exhale, back. Inhale, mantra in the heart. Exhale, pressing back. One more time. Inhale, Om Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, pressing back. And then inhale just into Warrior One. Beautiful. Holding here. Can we pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Breathe, soft shoulders. If you want to put your arms up, you can. Beautiful. And then exhale, we'll go ahead and spin that left heel up, coming more into a crescent lunge. And then exhale, drop that left knee down. And we'll come into a low runner's lunge here. So again, I'm pulling my heart through my shoulders. Breathing here. And then we can straighten that front leg and play with straightening and bending your knee. If they're accessible to you, if you have blocks, if you have books, go ahead and grab those. Coming up. Beautiful. And then coming back to that high lunge, we'll go ahead and set the blocks aside, or you can keep your hand on the block. Left hand reaches down. Inhale, lift that right arm up. And again, if my left hip pushes forward and my right hip pulls back, that then gives me a lot more twists through my whole body. Breathing here. And then exhale, windmilling that hand down. We'll go ahead and plant our hands. Take that foot back. Coming into downward dog. Take the breaths that you need here. If you want to do a vinyasa, you can. There's no pressure. And then when you're ready, we'll go ahead and bend the knees. Look at the top of the mat. Step or hop all the way to the top. Slowly standing up tall. Beautiful. Mountain pose. So mountain pose, I'm not hanging out. I'm very active. I even practice this when I'm like brushing my teeth, or if I'm in line at the grocery store or something. Like, how strong can I make my stance here, right? But then how much can you soften over that strength? And breathing. Beautiful. Exhaling, bring the palms together, taking the weight into the left leg now. We'll go ahead and lift that right foot up if it's comfortable. If not, you can always just come to your tiptoes on the ground. Whatever feels safe for you. You can point and flex that foot a little bit. And then with control, stepping back, warrior one. So watch that back heel spin down and pressing through the outer edge of my whole leg and foot there. But then at the same time, now I need to wrap. So you can also create a little train track action. And my left hip back. Beautiful. So now we're gonna inhale or exhale, bring those palms together, push that leg straight. Inhale, pulling that mantra or prayer into your heart. Exhale, give it out into the world. Inhale, Om Shanti Shanti. Exhale, give it to the world. One more time, inhale. Feel it in your heart and in your soul. And exhale, give it to all those who need it right now. Beautiful. Inhaling back into your warrior one. Let's get a little comfortable here. So again, really pressing. My hips are trying to stay square and straight. Breathing. If you get too jargled and jumbled in your head and in your body, come back to that Shanti, come back to peace. Breathe, soften somewhere. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and spin that back heel up, taking it back just a little bit more. Lower that right knee down with control. Lovely. And then again, coming to our runner's lunge. If you need support with blocks or just your hands, that's cool too. Or you can even play with some balancing. But same thing, our hips are really square here. And I'm just going to move back and forth, straightening that front leg. And then bending. A couple more times here. So again, we're playing with that fascia. If you Google fascia, I highly recommend you do so. It is the cause of a lot of pain in people's bodies. So now we'll hold this here. Go ahead and plant your right hand down on anything that you need. Take that right hip, pull it through. Keep that bend in your left knee though. Sweep your left arm open if it's comfortable. You can play with looking down, looking up. Gentle twist. How much can you open? Breathing here. Beautiful. And then exhale, bringing those hands back down. And we'll go ahead and take both knees back together. Some gentle cat-cows. One more. Beautiful. So now we're going to come back to center here in our tabletop. We're going to place our left hand in between our shoulders on the mat. Inhale, reach that right arm up. I love to get a good stretch here. And then exhale, we're going to thread the arm through. I'm going to put my shoulder down first, but then I'm going to try and stretch my head away from my shoulder as far as it can go, and then set that down. So you can either play with pressing into this palm here, or overhead. I even love to take out a kickstand here, and so I'll try and place my left foot near my left hand-ish. But again, same concept as that warrior one, where you're pushing down through that outer edge and then lifting up through the inner. Breathing to wherever feels comfortable for you here. Think of your hips as well. Are they even? Are they active? I'm trying to pull my hips back and up still. One more inhale. Exhale, go ahead and bring that left palm back under your shoulder, knee underneath the hip if it extended out. Inhale, reach your right arm up. And exhale, lower that right hand down. Beautiful. So now other side. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Nice stretch here. Yeah. We're almost done. Exhale, thread it through. And then again, stretching that neck long before it sets down. And I don't want all the weight, oops, sorry, kitten. I know. All the weight of my body to come like dumping into my neck. So I'm gonna pull my hips back, up and apart. And then wherever feels good for your top hand, go ahead and place that down. And if you want to kick your kickstand, please feel free to do so. But again, outer edge pushes. I can actually see through the arch of my foot right now, through the ground, because I'm like so active in my arches right now. So deep breath, wherever you're at, breathe. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and lower that hand down, bringing the knee back underneath the hip. Inhale to lift tall. Beautiful. And then go ahead and lower that hand down. We'll just do one little cat-cow here. Just to reset. Lovely. And then now we'll go ahead and bring the toes together, take the knees wide or together, whatever feels the most comfortable for you. But instead of just sitting back and then coming into your child's pose, we're gonna start from our tabletop with our feet together, however you want your knees. Then I'm gonna lower my elbows. I want my head to reach the ground first, and then let my hips settle where they fall. I'm taking deep breaths. How much can you melt? And then does it feel comfortable to gently rock the hips side to side, massaging out the pelvis and sacrum, the groins. Inhale deep into the spine, into the whole back. Exhaling, Om Shanti, Shanti. What does peace feel like? What does it look like within your body, within your world? How can you show up and cultivate more peace in your day and for others? What small act can you do to create a smile or a chance for connection? And then on your next inhale, gently rocking forward. Go ahead and bring the knees to one side, sitting our bottom down on the other. Go ahead and take our left leg straight. Go ahead and take the flush out from underneath you so you can sit up tall, taking the hips wide. Our right foot is coming into our left leg. And then exhale, folding forward towards that left leg, but I want to try and keep a nice flat back here. If you can only hold onto your knee or something, that's okay, but reaching your heart through. You can play with pointing and flexing and maybe even where the alignment of your toes point, because I feel this the most right here. So breathing. Every time you exhale, you soften and release. Beautiful. And then slowly allowing your whole body to melt down towards this leg. I'm still reaching my scalp and my nose towards my toes versus down in towards my knee or my belly. And then we'll gently bring our gaze up, slowly sitting back to center. I'm going to take my right hand behind my back, pressing into this knee and that foot. We're going to press up into stargazer pose. It can be pretty gentle here. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Oh, and just extend all that peace and love and light out to the universe, everything you've been cultivating in this practice. And exhaling back down. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and switch our legs now. Opposite leg forward. Again, making sure that the hips are nice and wide. Sitting up tall, we're facing that leg, and then with our heart hinging forward as though we got those wood pegs on our hips and our back is a block and our legs are a block, and they can only move along that hinge point. And breathing. Where's your peace? Where's your shanti? It's within you. It's always, always, always within you. The light is always there within the heart, but it's the mind that can close off to it and feel as though it's dark. You must open our eyes to the light. Softening your body down towards that leg now. Beautiful, and then when you're ready, on your next inhale, the gaze lifts because the spine follows the gaze. Left arm comes behind the back. I'm pressing into my knee and my shin and that extended foot. Nice and gentle. Ooh, got a little pop. How about you? Oh, feels good. Soak in all that peace and light and love and energy. You are a vessel of the universe. Setting those hips down. Beautiful. Feet coming together now. Again, taking that flesh out. You can rock side to side. Really does help. And point, flex, whatever feels good for you here. I have a slight bend in my knees. Inhaling to sit up. Exhale, gently folding forward. Exhaling. And breathing here, still long through the heart. Maybe if that means you have to back up a little bit. That's life. Sometimes we cross a line and we gotta go back. And that's how we learn. It doesn't mean we're bad or wrong. It means we can create peace moving forward by learning from our past actions. Slowly melting down now, allowing your body to round, relax. And then inhale, slowly lifting up. Beautiful. Now we'll go ahead and you can bend the knees a little bit if you want to, and if you want to use the engagement of the core to lay back, or you can even just gently lay back. But if you want, we can squeeze, 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 Slow and low, laying down on our backs. With the knees bent, gentle inhale. Exhale, slide your hips over to one direction and then drop your knees to the opposite. Beautiful. Then you can take your chin over to the opposite direction of your knees. And breathe. Stay there, keep breathing deep. Beautiful. And deep breath down that right side body. Can you lengthen and release? Are you still holding on somewhere? Let go of those thighs, let go of your hips, let go of your toes, let go of your face. We'll take 3 more rounds of breath here. How rich and juicy can you make these breaths? Beautiful. Then we'll go ahead and roll all the way to the same side as our knees, coming into a child's or a fetal position on your side. Just pausing for a moment here. Beautiful. And then we'll take our whole body back to center. Deep breath in and exhale. We'll go and bring those feet and knees back together if it's comfortable. Inhaling. Exhale, slide that hip over to the opposite direction now. Let the knees fall. And your head will drop. Wherever feels best for you. Sometimes it's too much for my neck to just like drop to the ground, so I'll take my peace fingers and right above my ear, I'll just kind of cradle my scalp. And it creates a nice little pillow, and also will like extend the stretch up through the arm and the side just a little bit more as well, I've found. And again, breathing down that side body, bringing length and oxygen and peace. Exhaling to melt and release, trusting the universe. Where can you let go? What can you relax in? And be in peace. Rest in peace. Need 3 more full, deep, cleansing breaths here. to the same side as our knees, propping our head on our arm, and just resting in this fetal position for a moment, feeling safe and secure here. Can return to the womb whenever we need to. Sense of being cared for, taken care of. And then when you're ready, you can come back to center. Just pausing to feel in your body. And then on your exhale, we can bring our knees into our chest. Give a gentle squeeze if that feels good. You can even take the knees out wide and then bring them back together. Just gently stretching out the hips in the opposite direction. Beautiful. We'll go ahead, if you can, grab your ankles, allow your knees to fall wide, and let your heels drop towards your hips, if that's accessible for you. If not, they can be more up here. But we're just returning some of that roundness back into the low back here without doing like a bridge or a back bend. Our spine is supposed to be curved at the end of the day. And then coming back, giving a nice little hug. Thank you, body. Love you, body. And we'll gently lay out for Savasana. You can always prop something underneath your knees if that feels good for you. Put eye covers or blanket. Just take a deep breath in here and through your whole body. Exhale out. This next time we inhale, we'll inhale to Om Shanti Shanti. So inhaling together. Om Shanti Shanti. Softening the eyebrows, the face. Relaxing all the joints, the muscles. Expand your heart and soften your belly. Feel the energy of the universe and the earth combined, flowing through you. And rest in peace. I will bring you back when it's time. Start to deepen the breath. And wiggle the toes and the fingers, the wrists and the ankles. Taking the arms overhead for a full body stretch. Oh, bringing our awareness back into the rest of the world and the day. But carrying forth the peace that we cultivated along the way. If you'd like to stay in your Savasana, feel free, but if you'd like to sit at the top of your mat, we'll go ahead and close out. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself today, and the best we can do is focus on ourselves and stay healthy and bring love and light and abundance everywhere we go. there's light in the soul, there will be light in the family. If there's light in the family, there will be peace in the nation, unity in the world. It all starts with us because we are all one and all one together as a whole. So thank you. Namaste translates to the love and light in me, recognizes, acknowledges, and honors the love and light in you and everyone and everything. Namaste. Yay! Go forth and spread love and peace, my loves. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope that this was a good practice for you. So I will be doing this every Tuesday at 11 a.m. I have a link in my bio where you can donate. 10% of my proceeds will be going to Songwriting with Soldiers. It is a nonprofit that I just really hold dear in my heart and have had wonderful experiences with myself. So thank you to Namaste Me and CBD Acro or CBD Yoga Co. For putting this all together and getting all these amazing teachers to keep spreading the peace and love through these crazy times. So thank you and Namaste.